is up, guys? So one of the first things I did when I bought my car was get new wheels for it. The stock tire and rim package was just ugly. They were 16s with some Pirelli run flats. So one of the first things I did was get online and buy some VMR wheels. I bought mine from Mod Bargains, and it was really not a good experience buying the wheels from them. They charged my credit card 3 times for the wheels and made my card go over its limit when really it shouldn't have. The wheels arrived quickly. I think I got them about 6 or 7 days after I placed the order. It's actually a major improvement in ride quality. In comparison to some of the other wheels, VMRs are much cheaper. They're about $900 what I paid for these wheels, including shipping, in comparison to like BBS's that might be twice as much or even more. And main reason is that the quality's not as good. I mean, these are gravity casted wheels as opposed to forged, and they're not as strong. They probably weigh a bit more, and I don't know what this setup with the tire and the wheel together weigh, but I do know that the wheels are about 23 pounds in the front and about 25 in the back. My back wheels are 9.5 inches wide and the front ones are 8.5 inches wide. And the tires that they're running, they are 225s 40s up front and 255 35s in the back. And there went my gas light. We'll have to get some gas soon. I think the ride quality is much improved without the run flats, even though I went from 16-inch wheels to 18-inch wheels. But we're about to drive over one of the roughest roads around here. I live in Gastonia, and it probably has some of the worst roads of any small city in the country. The roads are just garbage. I mean, right now the road's not that bad, but we're about to hit a really rough patch. And I'm still on the factory suspension. That's something that I want to upgrade, but at a later date. It's kind of far down my list. I want to do the stage 3 intake manifold and the exhaust first. So that's, you know, a couple $1,000s right there before I even think about the suspension. Unless the suspension starts to give, in that case I will. But right as soon as this light changes, we'll be going through a pretty rough patch of road. Alright, the light just changed, so here we go. It's about to be kind of rough. Alright, so here we go. It's not that bad. I mean, this road is garbage right here. It's a lot of bumps. I'm sure you can kind of hear tire noise in the background. And also another thing about the Pirelli run flats that it had, it was non-stop sound coming off of the tires, and it was just really unbearable to listen to. And nice little bump there. But yeah, it was just a really just awful sound to listen to, and these don't make that noise at all. I'm much kind of, is that a smart? I don't know what that car is. It looks kind of like a supersized smart car. Yeah, now the road's kind of smoothened up a bit. But considering the quality of these wheels is not as good as some of like the forged wheels out there, these wheels are mostly for looks, and I think that they do an excellent job at that because it fills up the wheel well more. There's not all that black space from the tires. I mean, these are pretty low profile tires. Like I said, they're 40 aspects on the front and 35 aspects on the back, and just looks so much better. Just goes with the lines of the car. And I bought these wheels because it looks like something that could come on the car, and since I don't have a suspension on it, I figured that I should try to keep it looking somewhat OEM. I mean, maybe one day when I get a new car, if I do decide to keep this car, I might go with something more aggressive after I do have a suspension. But as a daily driver and something that I have to transport a child in, that's just not an option for me. A couple of things I forgot to mention while we were out driving. My exact wheels are VMR V703s. They're 8.5 inch wide in the front with a +35 offset, and they're 9.5 in the back with a +33 offset. They do come with a +22 offset for a more aggressive look. That's actually the offset on the M3. And then also, I made a statement in the video where I kind of said that VMRs aren't really the best quality, and what I meant is comparatively to like a forged rim or something like that. It's not that they're bad wheels. They meet all the thresholds for the DOT or whoever makes those regulations. I haven't had any problems out of mine. I've been driving around on about 5 months, and I've known people that have driven on them for years and not had any problems. So it's not that they're low quality. They're not as well made as some of the other ones for track purposes. But as far as a daily driver goes, they're great wheels. And all in all, if you're looking for some wheels to enhance the look of your car, I totally recommend VMRs. They're not going to be great for racing as they're kind of heavy and they're not really reducing your unsprung weight by that much, but I do think that they did help a lot with traction and looks, and just a great wheel for a tight budget. I mean, if you consider $1,000 to spend on wheels a tight budget. But as far as BMWs go, I mean, you're really not going to find any wheels cheaper than this. So yeah, I totally would recommend. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.